Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Good evening everyone, good evening. How are you guys? Is everybody alright? Is everybody fine? Good evening everyone. How was your day guys? How was your day? Did everybody had a good day? Please let me know. Did everybody have a great day, guys? Please let me know. Good, amazing, guys, amazing. So do let me know, guys. What have you studied in our previous class? Could you guys just remind me what have you studied in our previous class, guys? Could you guys remind me what have we studied in our previous class? We studied about arrow function. We used the hello world of Express, right, guys? So will you conduct a bootcamp on C programming if it's possible because you teach so nice? So, Sahil, my ideology basically says not to conduct a bootcamp on C. The reason for that is very simple. C is just one of the programming languages that your college teaches you. When it comes to interviews, when it comes to job opportunities or internships, C is a language that will not get you placed anywhere. That is not going to provide you any internships at any particular point of time. You would not be able to get jobs using that language because your college curriculum hasn't been updated for the past 10-15 years. That is the reason why you are learning C right over there. Yes, we'll be having a boot camp on C++, we'll be having a boot camp on Java, we'll be having a boot camp on data structures and algorithms in C++, Java, Python. But C is not at all a language that I will be preferring to have a boot camp on. But still, if students are interested in a boot camp on C because they are facing some problems in college, then yeah, definitely I will try to have a boot camp on C as well. Okay. Okay. The next thing is okay. So I saw Dikshit Ram asking about LinkedIn. So how many of you guys don't have a LinkedIn account? Please let me know. How many of you guys don't have a LinkedIn account, guys? Please let me know. How many of you guys don't have a LinkedIn account? See, guys, if you're coming to this boot camp, I think so that you guys are interested to get into an IT field. You want to get into tech field itself, whether it be data science, full stacks, security, or cybersecurity, or software engineering, and you want to land a job in that particular field. LinkedIn is one of the most important profiles. Even if you don't have Instagram, it's fine. If you don't have Facebook, it's fine. If you don't have Twitter, it's fine. But if you don't have LinkedIn, then that's a killer mistake that you guys are doing. Okay? That's a killer mistake that you guys are doing. LinkedIn is one of the best places where you can get like opportunities. Yes, it will not get you a job or something like that, but you can get opportunities right over there. You can connect with people from various different companies. They can provide you referrals out there. Okay, so like I said, having a LinkedIn account is absolutely quintessential. That is way beyond essential itself. Okay, so do create a LinkedIn account. See, I'm not affiliated with LinkedIn. LinkedIn is owned by Microsoft. Okay, I'm not affiliated with it. I work for Google, so I'm not affiliated with LinkedIn at any particular point of time. But yes, like I said, guys, LinkedIn right now has become like a resume. Okay, for developers, for software engineers, for professionals, for that matter of fact itself. So please make sure that you have a LinkedIn account. please make sure you have a GitHub account. A well organized GitHub account, a well organized LinkedIn account is very important, okay, for any professional out there. For example, I can even show you guys my LinkedIn account as well. So it's actually there in the description of the video. So if you go to the description of the video itself, so this is the video that you guys are currently watching. Okay, let me show it to you guys. So this is the video that you guys are currently watching right over here, as you are able to see. So if you go down in the description of the video itself, okay, if you go down to the description of the video itself, you will be able to see that my profile, okay, my profile is also there. Connect with your mentor of LinkedIn right over there in the description of the video. So you can connect with me on LinkedIn right over here. So as you are able to see, this is my LinkedIn ID. Okay. So like I said, guys, LinkedIn is very important platform for you guys to have. Connect with like-minded people, connect with people that are currently working in the industry, talk to them, okay, show them your projects, what you have worked upon, ask from them what is the things that you need to improve upon yourself. You will be able to find excellent people on LinkedIn, guys. Every single developer or even technical recruiters that work in every single company, any company of your, like, even if you can imagine the name, then the technical recruiter for that particular company, the person who recruits for that company, is present on LinkedIn. You can approach them, talk to them. Okay, of course not everybody will be responding back to you, but if you are messaging hundreds of people, maybe one or two might reply back to you and they might help you guys out with your profile. So LinkedIn is a very important platform to have, guys. The second most important platform is of course GitHub. Okay, GitHub is an excellent platform to have. Let me show you guys. So my profile is very fucked up. Okay, I stopped maintaining my profile a very long time ago itself. But yeah, I know some people. For example, Ankur Dubey. I think so. He's one of my friends. No, this is someone else. Or is this my friend? Ankur Dubey Rachi. Yeah. So he's one of my friends itself, guys. As you're able to see, he has maintained his profile very well. And like, he's an excellent guy as well. You can always talk to him as well. So like I said, you need to make sure that you are maintaining these profiles as a developer itself. Okay, as a developer itself. Connect with like-minded people, connect with people, technical recruiters from other companies and everything, and talk to them. Okay, introduce yourself and don't be like, yeah, I want a referral from you. Nobody's going to give you a referral like that. Talk to them, show them your profile, ask them that what are the faults with my profile, how can I improve my profile, what are different things that I should do with my profile itself, should I focus more upon projects, should I focus more upon data structures, what is weak in my profile itself. So all these different things is something that will help you guys out with your placements at some particular point of time. Even in DevTown trainings as well, we have like 3-4 sessions just to make sure that your LinkedIn profile, your GitHub profile is to the point. Okay, because it's so important right now in today's market. Okay, so make sure, guys, you are doing all this. It's extremely important. I know I'm not able to reply to everybody back on LinkedIn, but I am trying to make sure that I'm able to reply back to people on LinkedIn as well. I actually don't get time, but yeah, we'll definitely take that into account as well. Okay, so these are some of the like my basic thought processes that you should be doing. Okay. Okay, guys. So let's start from right over there, guys. Shall we start with our today's class? Please let me know. Shall we start with our today's class, guys? Please let me know, guys. Shall we start with our today's class, guys? Please let me know. Okay. So let's get started, guys. Let us get started right away. Let me open up Code Sandbox. Let me open up Code Sandbox for you guys. I think so. We were using this suspicious Farwell, Farrell as the sandbox itself. Let me open up the code, means your chats as well on the left hand side, so that I'm able to see your pretty little chats and I'm able to see if some doubts or queries are there. Just make this a bit smaller on the left hand side and let me open up this. So this is what we had coded yesterday, a very simple hello world. So I told you guys that, of course, when you're working with web development, your browser, right? Your browser will be asking you guys to send the HTML and CSS file, right? Not just the hello world. We want to send HTML and CSS file. So how to do that? That is our question today, guys. Are you guys able to understand today's question? Okay. How to send HTML and CSS code. We don't want to just send a hello world. Okay. Right now we are just sending a hello world. This is our, let me open up a new terminal, guys. Let me open up a new terminal right over here inside of a new web page. Close this down and let me get into so ls cd intro to express, and then we'll start our package. So we will be having node index.js, and that will start our website for us. I hope so. Let us try to open that up. So other ports 3000, that is our website. Let me make this a bit smaller. Let me open this up first. Let me close this down. We don't need it. Is this size? Let me take this size. Okay, so this is our current web browser, right, guys? Hello world. This is our current. This is what we did yesterday, right? This is what we did yesterday. Do you guys remember it? Please let me know. You guys remember this? Everything what I'm showing you guys is something that we did yesterday. Nothing is new right over here, guys. Nothing is new. I told you guys to do this assignment, right, guys? Did you guys try it out? Please let me know. I told you guys to do this assignment as well yesterday, that try to recreate this, whatever we have done yesterday, guys. See, if you guys have done it, give yourself a pat on the back. Okay, programming is not just about listening to people. It's actually about implementing it. It's actually about practicing it. The more that you practice, the better you would be at programming. If you don't practice it, you guys are not going to be better at anything. Okay. Okay, so try to practice everything as much as possible, guys. Okay, so let's go back. And what we need to do is, first of all, when you go into your terminal, as you are able to see, you are having node index.js. We ran our index.js code, but it feels as if our server hanged, right? The terminal hanged, like we are not able to write any code. Our cursor is just flickering right over here itself. Okay, so we are not able to understand whether our server started or not, right, guys? Just looking at the terminal, are you able to understand whether our server started or not? If I am a normal human being, if I am a normal person itself, okay, then I won't be able to understand it, right? I won't be able to understand it, right, guys? Please let me know. Like I will feel as if the terminal has hanged and the server hasn't started, right, guys? Please let me know. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to make sure that whenever I'm running node index.js, I'm actually getting a message inside of my terminal that the server has started on port 3000. Okay, I want to get a message inside the terminal that the server has started on the port 3000. So if you guys remember yesterday, okay, I feel as if I said yesterday in a very funny manner. So yeah, so if you guys remember, we used this particular sentence, okay, this callback function, guys. Do you guys remember this? Please let me know. You guys remember this callback function that we used? Like this arrow function, this callback arrow function that we used right over here. This function gets executed whenever we get a get request, right, guys? This function gets executed whenever we get a get request. That means whenever this line of code works, that function runs, right? The same thing, whenever this app.listen code works, or that app.listen code starts to work, we want to implement a callback function once again right over here. We want to implement a callback function once again right over here, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write comma. I'm going to create an arrow function, guys. Now, this arrow function is not dealing with any kind of request or response, right? This arrow function dealing with any kind of request or response? No, right? Because this is not a get function, it's just listening. Okay, it's just like you are just putting your ear up on a particular wall. That's it. It's just listening right over there. It's not dealing with any kind of request or response itself, guys. Nothing is happening right over here. So this callback function inside of the parenthesis, there is nothing. It is not dealing with any kind of request or response. Okay. Then the arrow, and then the code that we are going to write, guys. Sorry. Then the code that we are going to write, guys. Console.log. The server has started running on port 3000. Okay, I'm just attaching a anonymous callback function, guys. I'm attaching an anonymous callback function right over here to app.listen. Okay, to app.listen. That bro, on this particular, whenever your backend starts listening, and that particular point, I will just put a message inside of the terminal. That means your backend has started working, right? When it starts listening, that means your backend has started working. So at that point of time, I will put up a message inside of the terminal. Here your console is your terminal itself. Here your console is your terminal itself. So inside the terminal, I want to log a message that is the server has started running on port 3000. If I save this, if I go back to my code, to my terminal, I will close this off. I will rerun my node index.js, guys. I am rerunning my node index.js right over here. As soon as I press enter, you guys are able to see instead of getting a blank, okay, instead of getting a blank right over here, you guys are getting the server has started running on port 3000. So this basically tells me that when I'm running this line of code, okay, when I'm running this command itself, my server has started running. Everything is working fine. My server has started running. Are you guys able to understand what I did right over here? I've done nothing else. Okay, so your server starts running when app starts listening. Your server starts running when your app is listening. Okay. Raja Vamshi, were you not present in the yesterday's class? Raja Vamshi, are you not present in the yesterday's class? I have explained why we are using port 3000 yesterday itself. Okay. So can we use alert in place of console.log? Do you want to alert your users that yeah, the server has started running right now or the server has stopped running? This is just for the backend developer, for the employee of the company, the person who is creating the website. Okay. Rajwamsi, I'm not going to answer this question by 3000 only. That means you were not present in yesterday's class. Guys, if anybody knows why we are using 3000, because I have explained it in yesterday's class, please do help Vamshi out. Raja Vamshi, please help him out with the answer. Okay. So see, repeating stuff that I already taught, that will just waste your time. Okay. Please listen to me very carefully. Only then you will realize what is the answer to these questions. Okay. So right over here, guys, as you are able to see, okay, code is running on 3000. It started listening on the port 3000 itself. So whenever it starts listening, that is the time when your backend starts. Okay, when your server starts basically. So whenever your server starts, I'm putting up a callback function. This is also something that we have learned yesterday. Callback function is not new. We have learned it yesterday itself. So I put up a callback function that whenever, okay, whenever your app starts listening, your server starts running, at that point of time, I will just print it out inside of the console, that is inside of the terminal, that the server has started running on port 3000. Okay, the server has started running on port 3000, and that you are able to see inside of the terminal as well. Are you guys able to understand this right now? Again, no new concepts are used right over here. Whatever we have learned in the previous class, I've just used that. I've not implemented anything new right over here. Nothing new has been written. No new line of code has been written right over here. Whatever we have learned yesterday, I've used it right now. So if you have paid attention to yesterday's class, you know what I've done right over here. If you have not paid attention to yesterday's class, that is the reason why it's a 7-day long boot camp, so that you are paying attention every single day. Okay, good. So the next thing that we want to do is, instead of sending hello world to our screen directly, I want to send a HTML code. I want to send an HTML file itself. Okay, I don't want to send hello world directly as a text to our website. I want to send an entire HTML file to our website, guys. So what I will be doing is, instead of using, first of all, I need an HTML file. Okay, that is a very true concept, right? without having an HTML file, how am I going to send something? Are you guys able to understand this? So I'm going to go inside of my terminal. I'm going to close my server. And then inside of intro to express. So if I do pwd, you are able to see we are present inside of intro to express. I'm going to create a index.html file. So all your HTML code lives inside of a file called as index.html. So I'm going to create that file, that is touch touch index.html. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Not mkdir Sonam. Mkdir is for folder. Sonam, mkdir is for folder. We want to create a file. So we are going to use touch index. That's correct, Tamil. Touch index.js. Sorry, index.html. I'm so sorry. So I'm going to press enter right over here. I'm going to go back to my code sandbox itself. As you're able to see, we are having index.html inside of intro to express. Okay, and we are going to write a little bit of code right over here. You guys don't need to understand this code, okay, because we are not here to learn HTML. We are here to deal with backend development itself. Okay, HTML. HTML. No auto completion inside of it. Why? Head tag. Title tag. Okay, then we are going to use body tag. So code sandbox terminal is Linux or Unix. It has a Linux terminal itself, of course, not DOS. DOS, it will be very costly to handle it. It's a free platform. That is the reason why they use Linux itself. It's open source actually. It's easier to create as well. It's lighter as well. It is for developers at the end of the day. And then I'm going to use an h1 tag right over here, and I'm going to create. Okay, so I've written some code inside of our index.html, guys. Okay, I am so it is not empty. How can others also be using 3000 port? Because not you are using different sandboxes, you are using different servers, you are not using the same server. If because we are working on code sandbox, everybody is having a different server to work upon. Okay, so right over here, guys, what I've done is I've created a file index.html. I've put up some code inside of index.html. Now, instead of sending a hello world message, I want to send this entire file. I want to send this entire HTML file itself, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. What is sandbox? Chetan, you are there from the starting of the boot camp, right? So if you don't know what is sandbox, then I can't help you out with that actually, because then I have to start the entire boot camp from the like very beginning itself. Okay, and I can't do that. From the very first day, I will have to start the entire boot camp, and I can't do that for you. Okay, so if you are not present from the first class, then I can't explain what is a sandbox to you. I'm so sorry. Okay, so right over here, guys, like I said, we can't use, we don't want to send hello world. We want to send the entire file. Okay, we want to send an entire file itself. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to use another res.send file method. Okay, res.send file method itself. And so basically we are using a sandbox. Okay, it's a cloud platform. This is not okay, this is not our local laptop itself, right? Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. This is not our local laptop. This is happening on the cloud. Okay, on a server, on a computer somewhere else. Okay, all this code is living inside of all our files, and all our code is living inside of our computer somewhere else. This is not our computer. So we don't know exactly where our index.js file is. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Because it's an isolated environment itself. If it gives you the exact path, and if it gives you the all the access to everything, you can just get into their platform and just like crash it off, and they don't want that. So what happens is we don't know exactly what path or where exactly my particular index.js file is situated. Yes, I know half of the path that is being shown right over here inside of the terminal. When I do pwd project home shape your head workspace intro to express, yes, I'm able to see that, but the exact path I'm not very sure of. So for that, JavaScript has a particular line. Okay, JavaScript has a particular code that is called as underscore underscore, two underscores, guys. Underscore underscore dir name. Okay, underscore underscore dir name. That basically tells the entire path. Okay, underscore underscore. There are two underscores. Dir name basically gives you the entire path to the folder inside of which index.js is currently present. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Underscore underscore dir name gives you the path, the exact path to the folder, that is the directory name, to the folder inside of which index.js is present. So our index.js is present inside of intro to node, sorry, intro to express. Our index.js is present inside of intro to express, right, guys? Path of current JS file. No. Path of the folder. dir name. Okay, file name will give you the path to the current file. We don't want the path to index.js. We want the path to our intro to node folder. Okay, we want to, what file do you want to send? First of all, let me know. Here we are writing res. Okay, we are writing res send file. Which file do you want to send, guys? We want to send the index.html file, right, guys? Please let me know. We want to send the index.html file, right, guys? We don't want to send index.js file. We want to send index.html file. So we want to get the path to our index.html file, right? To get the file path to index.html file. So index.html and index.js are present in the same folder. Index.html and index.js, as you are able to see right over here, are present into the same folder, that is intro to express. So we need to get the path to intro to express, that is the dir name, underscore underscore dir name, and that will be returned back. So this will be a string, guys. Underscore underscore dir name is a string. So I'm going to append, okay, I'm going to concatenate forward slash index.html to it. That will be the path to our index.html file. That will be our path to index.html, because underscore underscore dir name gives you the entire path to the current folder, okay, to the current folder as a string. And then we are going to concatenate forward slash index.html to get the path to index.html. Okay, so now once you have done that, we will save it. Okay, once you have done that, we'll save it. We'll check if it works or not. We'll go back to our terminal. We'll restart our server. Okay, we'll restart our server, guys. The server has started running on port 3000. We'll go back to our website, reload the page. And as you are able to see, right now our message has changed to my first website. That is basically coming in from our HTML file, guys. That is basically coming in from our HTML file. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Destiny, if it is not present inside of the current directory, then of course you will have to figure out how to go back to the next directory, how to come back from the next directory. You don't want to do that. Usually we'll keep our HTML file and your JS file in the same directory so that it is easy for you guys to access it. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Good. So now I will make some changes to the HTML file itself, guys, to make you guys understand some new topics. So let me make some changes. Give me a second, guys. Let me make some changes right over here, guys. Give me a second. One of the shittiest thing is there is nothing for HTML right over here. I don't know why. To write entire thing by myself. I don't like it. Let me write the entire code for you guys. Give me a second. Should I put in the placeholder first? Think so. I've not made any mistakes while creating it. If there would have been any, I will just look into it later on. Let us see if this works or not. So I think so. I will have to restart my server once again. Start server has started on port 3000. We'll reload our page. Okay, so right over here, I've just created a very simple front end. Okay, for a calculator, just having a first number, you have to enter a first number, you have to enter a second number, and then you have to press on this particular button, calculate. I think so. It should be calculate, not calculator. Okay, calculate right over here, and yeah, I will send a new request. So calculate right over here. As soon as I will press this button, according to the code I will be writing in the backend, these numbers will be sent to our backend where the calculation will happen. The answer will be sent back to us. Are you guys able to understand what I want our backend to do? I will enter two numbers right over here. These numbers will be sent to the backend. Okay, these two numbers will be sent to the backend. Right over there, the calculation will happen, and then the answer will be sent from the backend to our front end where we will be able to see the answer, guys. Okay, so for example, whenever our browser itself basically asks for files that, okay, send me the HTML CSS file, it sends a get request. But when you are actually sending information from the front end to the back end, here you are going to send data right over here, right? I'm entering 12 and 5 right over here. I'm entering 12 and 5 as the first number and the second number, and then I'm clicking on calculate. Okay, then I'm clicking on calculate itself. As you're able to see, we are getting another error message, cannot post forward slash. So whenever you are sending data from the front end to the back end, that is called as a post. Okay, that is called as a post, guys. Are you guys able to understand it? Right now we are not expecting, we don't want to get some information from the backend. We are sending some information to the backend, so that is called as post. So there is a get request and there is a post request. Right now we are doing a post request, guys. But as you're able to see from our backend is able to handle a get request. Our index.js is able to handle a get request, but has nothing to do with a post request, guys. It has nothing to handle a post request. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? That we are not able to handle a post request, guys, right over here. So what I'll do is I'll create a simple handling of the post request. So app.post. Okay, simple. I'm creating it. App.post at what location? So forward slash location itself. Again, we have understood it yesterday. I will be using again a request, comma response, and arrow function right over here. and I'll be using res.send, and I'll be sending thank you for posting this information. Okay, I'm just sending a very simple post request, guys. Okay, thank you for sending this information. So I'm trying to just handle this post request. I'm not doing anything right now. I just created that, okay, this app, our backend can also handle a post request, wherein whenever it gets a post request, it will just send a message that thank you so much for posting this information. Okay, I'm just handling it. I'm not doing anything. I'm not calculating something or something, but I'm just handling this post request for right now. So if I go back to my website and I restart my server, so let me restart my server itself, and then I'll go back to my website. I reload my page, I enter my numbers, okay, 12 and 5, okay, 12 and 5 right over here. I click on calculate. Instead of getting cannot post forward slash, we are getting the message thank you for posting this information. Why? Because we are just posting the information right over there, and our backend is now able to handle that post request. Of course, it is not doing any calculation right now. That we will be implementing it in a few minutes. But we are able to handle the post request by sending a message on our screens, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Rohan, this bootcamp is meant to just introduce you guys to Node and Express, wherein we'll be creating a simple backend application itself. Okay, if you are interested to go into a lot of depth, into a lot of advanced topics as well, creating something like Zomato or Book My Show, you can join the training program. No issues in that. So as you're able to see, if I do a right click on our website, I select the inspect option. I select the inspect option from right over here. I go into network. Okay, right over here you are having console element source. I will just increase the size. Console element sources, and then I'm having network right over here. I'll just make it a little bit bigger. I will have to make it a bit smaller itself. Okay, so now if I'm entering my numbers right over here, if I try to enter my numbers right over here, guys, just look at the network, guys. Just look at what happens inside of the network, guys. Just look at what happens inside of the network. Please pay attention to that. 5, 12, and then I'm clicking on calculate. First number is 5, second number is 12. I'm clicking on calculate. Please look at the network, guys. Please look at the network. As soon as I'm pressing calculate, guys, a lot of things happened inside of the network. Are you guys able to see? Something happened inside of the network, guys. We are able to get something right over here. ZN54DN 3000.p preview.cb status 2200 type document initiator other and blah 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 blah. So if I click on this, you are able to see inside of the payload. You are having headers, payload, preview, all these type of options right over here. Let me make it a bit bigger so that you guys are actually able to see it. Opening that up, as we are able to see inside of the payload, I'm able to see inside of the form data, I'm having the n1 is equals to 5, n2 is equals to 12, and submit one has no value against it. N1 is 5, N2 is 12, submit one. So this document that you are able to see, right over here, it contains our information. It contains the values that we entered right over there, guys. To calculate something, we want to calculate, right? Maybe we want to do addition in the backend. Who knows? Okay. But to do any kind of calculation, I require those two numbers that we entered in the front end, right? That N1 and N2, that is 5 and 12. I require that. If and only if I'm able to get that value, only then I can do some kind of calculations and then send the answer back. So this post request is able to generate this document for us, which contains these values N1 and N2 for us, guys. But how are we going to access that value? That is our main question. Are you guys able to understand? How are we going to access that value, guys? That is our main question. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Our question is how to access that information, guys. So for that, we are going to use another package that is called as your body parser package, guys. That is going to help us. Okay, so most probably the server has stopped running, so I will have to restart my server. No issues in that. Let me restart my server from right over here. Check if the yeah. So my server has stopped working, so I will have to restart my server, guys. So cd intro to express, and then I will have to install. Okay, I will have to install the body parser package, guys. So npm install body body hyphen, okay, body body hyphen, and then par SER. Okay, this is the spelling, guys. Please don't change the spelling. The spelling needs to be absolutely proper, guys. PARSER. Body hyphen parser. Okay, that will install our body parser package for us, guys, that we are able to use it. Once we have installed it, we are going to go back. Okay. And guys, one more thing, as you are able to see, every time that I'm writing some code in the backend, I have to restart my entire server, and then I have to check it whether it is working or not. That is very tedious, right, guys? Do you feel that it is very tedious that every time I'm writing some code, then I have to go back, I have to stop my server, I have to start my server once again? What is this, huh? There must be some better way of doing it. So for that, we are having something called as NodeMon. Okay, we have something called as NodeMon, guys. So what NodeMon does is it will continuously monitor your code. Okay, NodeMon basically continuously monitors your code itself, guys. And what it will be doing is at any particular point of time, if you are making any kind of changes inside of your code, any particular point of time, if you are doing any kind of changes inside of your code, NodeMon will identify those changes and restart your server automatically. So you don't have to stop your server and start it again. NodeMon does that for you. NodeMon does that for you. So we are just going to, of course, I'm a very, very, very lazy person. So I'm going to just copy it from right over here. I'm going to go back and I'm going to paste it inside of the terminal. So very lazy guy, again. So I'm just going to paste it. I'm going to run this particular line. So it will install NodeMon for us, guys. It will install NodeMon for us. Once we have installed NodeMon, guys, then whenever you want to run this particular file, you just have to write nodemon index.js. Instead of writing node index.js, we are going to write nodemon index.js, guys. Just write nodemon and then index.js. Okay, nodemon index.js itself, and just press enter. So now your server is running. Nodemon is monitoring your code. Anytime that any changes are being made inside of your code, Nodemon will be like restarting your server, so you don't have to worry about it. Come on, me. Why are you doing this? Okay, so right over here, guys, what we are going to do is we are first going to, so we have installed our body parser, right, guys? We have installed our body parser, so we need to require it as well to use it. So const body parser, so we are going to write body body parser is equals to require, and then we are going to require our body parser package, body parser, that is what we want. We'll put up a semicolon at the end, guys. And once we have required it, guys, we need to tell our app to use it. Okay, we have created our app, that is Express, right? We need to tell Express to use it. We need to tell our app to use the body parser itself so that it is able to read the documentation. Okay, we have to tell Express to use body parser to read that documentation that we saw at that particular point of time. What we're going to do is app.use. Okay, A should be capital. App.use itself, guys. And then we are going to write body parser. We wanted to use body parser, guys. And then inside of body parser as well, we wanted to use a function of body method of body parser, guys, that is URL encoded. Okay, so body parser has a lot of different methods. It is able to read a lot of different types of documents itself. Right now, the document that we wanted to use, for that we are going to use the method called as URL encoded, guys. And we need to set up enabled, extended is equals to true. We need to set up that as well as default, so that it is able to read that entire documentation properly and get us the payload. Okay, we need to get the payload, guys. For that, we have to write extended, extended, extended is true. Okay, true, true. That will be able to read the entire document and get us. Okay, so URL encoded basically helps it to read that document, and extended true basically helps us to get. Okay, we need to get that payload that contains the n1 is equals to 5 and n2 is equals to 12. So for that, we are having extended is equals to true, guys. Okay, so once you have done this, are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. So what we are going to do right now is that instead of our post method itself, instead of inside of our post method itself, we are going to use this. So where is our n1 and n2 right now? It is saved inside of request dot body. Okay, our n1 and n2 right now are stored inside of our request dot body, guys. So that URL encoded extended is equals to true is able to store our n1 and n2 instead of our request, the body of request. So request dot body basically contains your n1 and n2, guys. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. What we're going to do is we are going to write, okay, var n1, var n1 is equals to request dot body dot, okay, req dot body dot n1. Okay, that basically stores your n1, and then var n2 is equals to request dot body dot n2, guys. Okay, request dot body dot n2, and then we want the result as well, right, guys? We want the result. So result result. So var result, let us create var res, that's a very big name, is equals to n1 plus n2. Okay, just simple. And then I'm going to just do a response dot send, and that would be your, this is the number. Okay, the answer answer is, and then plus res right over here. Okay, res right over here. Okay, yeah, there will be a conflict, result. Thank you so much, Kelvin, for pointing that out. Even I didn't understood it. Thank you so much, Kelvin, for pointing that out. It will be result because we are actually using res right over here, so we can't use it once again. Thank you so much, Kelvin, for pointing that out. Really very helpful for me. Okay, so right over here, I've saved this entire thing wherein we are sending the result. Now, there will be a problem with this, guys. We'll not be getting the required result. Okay, we will not be getting the required result. Okay, there will be a problem that we'll be facing, but let us go back. Let us check it out. Okay, waiting for file changes before starting. Control C. What is happening? Blah blah blah. We is some error right over here. URL encoded is not a function. Did I? Okay, so E is small, guys. I'm so sorry. The E is small, I guess. I've written a capital E right over there. ENCODED encoded. The E is small. I don't think so. It is capital, guys. Okay, I'm so sorry. The E is small in URL encoded, guys. Please remember, this is a mistake that I have done. Please do not do the same mistake. Okay, the E in the URL encoded is small, guys. Okay, the E in URL encoded is small. Okay, so right over here, as you are able to see, nodebon index.js, everything is working fine. We are not getting any kind of errors or something like that right over here. So we can go back to our website. We'll reload our page, guys. We'll reload our page right over here. As you're able to see, we are seeing the calculator. We'll enter the first number as 12. We'll still get an error. Okay, again, guys, we'll not get the desired result. Let us see what is the result that we are getting. So 12 and 5, guys. The first number was 12. The second number was 5. Let us click on calculate. Let us click on calculate, guys. We wanted an answer of 17. We are getting an answer of 125, guys. Okay, we have wanted an answer of 17. We are getting the answer as 125. So what is the problem that we are facing right over here, guys? What is the problem that we are facing right over here? The problem is very simple, that the first number and the second number is being treated as strings. It is being treated as strings. So when we are doing n1 plus n2, it is basically doing your concatenation instead of doing addition. It is doing concatenation. It is not doing addition, guys. That is the problem that we are facing right over here, guys. That is the reason why we are getting 125 instead of getting 17. So we need to change the data type. Changing the data type is very simple. We'll go back. Okay, we'll go back. We'll put this into parenthesis. Okay, we'll put this into parenthesis. This is the string that we were having. And we'll write number in front of it. Okay, we'll write number in front of both of them. This will basically change the data type from string to number. It will change it from 12 as a string to 12 as a value, that is as a number itself, guys. We are converting the data type, guys. We are converting the data type from string to number right over here. So once we save this, if we go back to our server, as you're able to see, the server has started running once again. We go back to our website, we reload our page. We again write 12 and 5. We again write 12 and 5, guys. Okay. Why number, not integer? Again, guys, I know many of you guys are studying other languages as well. Okay. So the meaning of a particular word in Hindi, a particular word in English, the same word in French, the same word in German would be totally different, right? Similar to that, every programming language is different. Somebody else has created it. Every programming language has different data types. It's not the same that, okay, I have learned these 4 data types in Python or in C++, then in every single programming language, these same data types are there. No, every programming language is different. Hence, in this particular programming language, that is JavaScript, we have numbers as a data type. Okay, now we click on calculate, and as we are able to see, we are getting our normal answer, that is 17 on our screen. So here, everything is happening in the backend, guys. Everything is happening in the backend. We are sending the numbers to the backend. We are doing our calculation in the backend. We are just sending the answer back to the front end, guys. Right now, you have created a basic thing for you guys. We have created a basic functioning backend site for you guys. Are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know, guys. Okay, guys, great, amazing. Guys, I just wanted you guys to know. Okay, so I'll be creating the attendance right now, guys. I'll be creating the attendance for your class. Give me a second. Tomorrow we will be having the class at 10 o'clock, guys. Please remember this. We'll be having a class at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow we'll be having the class at 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. guys. Will that be fine? Please let me know. We'll be having the class at 10 o'clock, guys, tomorrow. Will that be fine? Please let me know. Tomorrow the class will be at 10 o'clock. The time, this is not negotiable. Okay, this is not, I'm not negotiating with you guys with something. If the class is going to be there, the class will be at 10 o'clock. I'm not asking, I'm telling you guys, I'm informing you guys. Because there are other 2 bootcamps that is starting from tomorrow. So the class will be at 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. Okay, there are other 2 bootcamps that are going to be there. So for that, the current bootcamp will be scheduled at 10 o'clock, guys. I will be telling you guys how to create the project and everything, so you don't have to worry about it. 10 o'clock in the evening itself. Okay. Again, guys, like I said, this is not, I'm not negotiating you guys that okay, how will it be fine. I'm telling you guys that it will be at 10 o'clock, but there will be no compulsory live attendance. Okay, there will be no compulsory live attendance, guys, for tomorrow's class. Okay, it is going to be at 10 o'clock, but there will be no compulsory live attendance. Okay, because I'm able to see, understand that the class is being rescheduled at a particular time. So there won't be any compulsory live attendance from tomorrow's class. Okay, but the class will be at 10:30. Sorry, 10 o'clock. The class will be at 10 p.m. Indian Standard Time itself, IST. Okay, but there will be no live attendance. Okay, there's no requirement of live attendance itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. There will be no live attendance, guys. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. There will be no live attendance, guys. Okay. The second, so one more day is left. That is what I'm telling you guys right now. The second thing, guys, for those guys who are interested to participate in the training and internship program, okay, see, in today's attendance, guys, in today's attendance, I want you guys to fill it very, very, very particularly. I'm telling you guys right now, if you're filling it wrong, then I will not be able to give you guys the certificates. Please listen to this very carefully, guys. I'm telling you guys very carefully right now. Okay, if you fill today's attendance wrong, I will not be able to give you guys the certificates. Okay, so please listen to me very carefully. First, the email, you have to use the exact same email that you have been using for the past 6 attendances. Okay, please do not use any other attendance, sorry, any other email. Use the exact same email from the past 6 attendance. If you change the email, you are not going to get your certificates. Secondly, put the name. Your full name should be the same name that you want on your certificates. Okay, if your name is very long, then put up your short name itself. Okay, just put up your first name and your last name. We don't want your forefathers' name. You don't want your father's, grandfather's, great grandfather's name on your certificates. You want just your first name and your last name on your certificate, guys. Please make sure put up your name. Do not put up anybody else's name. Then don't come to me saying that, sir, I put up your name right over here, I got your certificate. Don't do that. Put your name right over here, guys. First name and last name, nothing else. Okay, your phone number, WhatsApp number, you guys already know that. Feedback is not compulsory. SRM Chennai, that is not, I will just delete it. Why is this here? I will just delete it. College name, graduation year, that you guys already know. Okay, and if and only if you are interested in the training program, then only select something. Otherwise, just select the fourth option. No, I don't want the 1 month guaranteed internship. Okay, if you are interested in the training and internship program, only select one of the options. Otherwise, select no, I don't want to get the 1 month guaranteed internship, guys. If you are selecting one of the options, that is full stack, data science, or cyber security, okay, then that means you are interested in that. Okay, that means you want to enroll in that. If you don't want to enroll, just select no, I don't want. If you are filling this attendance form wrong, then I will not be able to give you guys the certificates. It's as simple as that. I've given you guys an option. I've given you guys everything to do it properly. You have enough time today to fill it the entire form properly, guys. Please listen to me. Don't come to me at a later point of time. Okay, that I don't want to like I don't want like I didn't get my certificate or something like that. Okay, because every month every week I get students like I didn't receive my certificates because you're not filling the forms right. That is the reason why you're not able to get your certificates. I'm letting you guys know right now. Please make sure that whatever you're filling it up properly. If you are interested in the training and internship program, only then fill up one of these 3 options. Otherwise, select no, I don't want to get the 1 month guaranteed internship. Please use the exact same name that you want in your certificate. Please do not put any other name, not your friend's name, not my name, your name. Okay, good. So I'll send you guys the attendance link right now. Please fill up the attendance link properly, guys. Okay. Graduation year is the year in which you are going to graduate from the college. Okay. I'm sending you guys the attendance link right now, guys. Please fill it up properly. Please fill it up properly, guys. That is a request from my end. Okay, please fill up the attendance link properly. I've sent you guys the attendance in the live chat. Okay, I've sent you guys the attendance in the live chat, guys. Please fill it up properly. Dakshina and Aditi, I will recommend full stack to you guys. Okay, Dakshina and Aditi, I will recommend full stack. So we'll meet tomorrow, guys, at 10 o'clock. Do not forget. I will continue from right over there, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you.